Well, I don't particularly feel the best. I actually I slightly feel a little worse than I did yesterday. Believe it or not. I was kind of hoping, yesterday was the worst of it. You know, I try not to be dramatic. I've said before, I'm not gonna skip the gym unless I'm like deathly sick, and that's not the case today. But I will say, it's it is close. I do feel worse than I did yesterday, and that's kind of hard to believe. But I did again. I took some ibuprofen, and I don't like taking that kind of stuff unless I need to. And I just felt like I did, just to even make it to this workout. I do have a plan for the rest of this weekend, just in case I don't really get better, or if at least I don't get better as soon as I'd like to. So I'll kind of get into that later. But yes, I apologize in advance if my energy is kind of down today, because honestly, I'm just going to be trying to survive this workout. But for today, I guess I could lay out today. Today, you guys know I already kind of have been dialing back the biceps as it is, anyways, just because, let's be honest, my arms don't need a lot of work. They don't need a lot of focus. So, but I think today I might not even do any biceps at all. But if I do, I think I'm only going to do maybe 3 sets on the preacher curl machine. And then I might finish that third set off with like 2 or 3 drop sets consistently or consecutively right after that. So, yeah, after that, I don't think I'm going to do much biceps at all, really. So it'll be like 3 sets with one massive superset at the end on that third one. Yeah, then the rest of it will just be back. Same old, same old. And it'll kind of be good for me because I need to focus on my back anyways. So this might be a blessing in disguise, even though at the moment it doesn't really feel like that. You know, it feels just, I don't know. I don't even want to dwell on it too much. Because if I start to dwell on it too much, it's going to affect my mood and everything. Let me try to just do what I can. I'll keep warming up here. Ideally, I'd like to work up to 6 plates again, but with how I feel today, that might just be living in a fucking wonderland. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'll be honest, guys. This is gonna be tough. Like what I want to do right now is go home, lay down on the couch, and probably pass out. I'd probably fall right asleep. But you know what? I kind of think to myself, what would Ronnie Coleman do? What would Arnold Schwarzenegger do? What would Jay Cutler do? What would all the greats do? Like I said, I'm of the belief that unless they're literally almost dying from an illness, I think they'd probably be in here doing something. And that's kind of my mindset right now. Just come in here and do something. I feel like doing something is better than, what I just said before this. So it might not be a great workout, but then again, it could be. I could surprise myself. I've had that happen before. So I'm willing to push the boundaries a little bit today, just for that, you know. So I mean, I'll preface it by saying, if you're gonna take any advice from me, again, I'm not a pro bodybuilder. I'm not a sports scientist like Mike Israel. I'm none of that. But I do have 14 years experience of training. So this is one of those things where I don't mind prefacing this by saying, do as I say, not as I do. I would definitely recommend not doing what I'm doing right now, feeling like this. If someone asked me straight up, I would tell them to get their rest and then come back when they feel like they're ready. But that's not the mold that I fit into, you know? I just, I'm willing to kind of push this to its max limits just to get a decent workout, you know? And not a lot of people are willing to do that, and nor do I think they should. You know, I'm not looking down at anybody by no means, but it's just this is just what I love. And when you're doing something you love, you will, more times than not, you will go to whatever ends you need to be able to do that said thing, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. So I've talked enough. Let me try to keep warming up. All right, I think you guys get the point. You get the gist of the warm ups. I'll cut it off here and probably catch you guys back on the first set. Um, Hopefully that first set will be 6 plates. I don't know though. In a weird way, kind of feeling like shit like this can can bring you a lot more focus, because like from when I said, I was gonna quit recording my warm ups to now, I just had this wave of, well, I guess it's just focus. Like I am extremely zoned in. I think that's like a natural response from your body when it knows it's not up to par, it's not feeling its best, to really mentally zone in and hone in on what you're doing. I'm sure there's some scientific fucking phrase or term for it, but I definitely feel it. I'm very, very zoned in right now. Hopefully, it translates to some good sets here. As you can see, I got 6 plates on, so we'll see. Not a bad first set. Not bad at all, actually. I think um I think bilateral sets are gonna be my best friends today, because that right side, oh my god, that right side felt way tougher than the left. And I know it's just because when you do unilateral sets, you're just in the set so much longer. Fatigue's gonna accumulate a lot more. And I think that's what happened there. I mean, it still felt pretty good, but the left side, I mean, I felt way better. I just don't think it's any coincidence that, like I said, the left side felt so much better than the right. And that's, I started with the left, so, oh my God. Again, I don't like to be dramatic. This is going to be tough. Holy crap. I'm sure you guys could see the difference in difficulty for my left side compared to my right. And I know it's not a strength problem because honestly, my right side, for the most part, is stronger than my left. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just think it's because I start with my left, and then by the time I get to my right arm, I already got a little bit of general overall fatigue. So my right side just doesn't perform as well. I need to start alternating it. One set I can start my left side, second set start my right, and just keep flip flopping back and forth. If you guys are lucky, you might get to see someone pass out on camera because there's a couple times already that uh, well, I'll just say I felt like I was on the verge of passing out. I'll try to make sure if I do, I'm in a good pose. Like if I fall down, try to hit a front double bicep before I actually lose consciousness. So I look pretty good still, you know. Oh god. Okay, normally I would do a bicep exercise after this, but since I'm only doing at the most one exercise for biceps, 3 sets with a giant superset at the end, I think I'm gonna go straight to another back next. And then maybe after that next back exercise, I'll come back over here to biceps if I feel like it. And then after that, we'll finish with just one more back exercise. Not a lot today, but I feel like that's kind of what I need. I basically just wanted to come in here and, get a nice stimulus, something to where my muscles can respond and grow, get stronger from, but not overdo it, which I tend to overdo it even when I'm feeling good. So when you're feeling sick like this, it's easy. It's even easier to overdo it because you're already sick. So you're kind of you have to adjust of what your workload that you can handle. So yeah, that's good for you. I'm not even gonna do a drop set here. We'll move on. Move on. Okay, I figured today would be a perfect day to do this exercise again. I did it last Friday on shoulders and back, and it's just nice. I get again getting the attachment down is the hardest part. But once I'm down here, I'm kind of locked in. It forces me to go a little lighter. Since I'm not feeling 100% today, I think I just think this is going to be my best bet. Um, Probably just do 3 sets. I might, if I feel good enough, I might throw in a drop set. But that's just like I have no idea to even make a guess right now. I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see when I get to this third set. you know, Although this is very similar to just your traditional lat pull down, when you when you get down toward the squeezing portion of the rep, it does feel different, and I like it. I feel like it really hits the mid and outer lower lats. Like when I'm squeezing like that, I really feel it down there. And again, that's always been like a problem area for me. It's hard for me to feel and target that portion of my lats for whatever reason. It just has been. So, I could see this being a staple exercise in my back training for a while until something changes, which, you'll kind of learn the longer you get into training. This is always changing. Once you think you have it figured out, you learn very quickly you don't. Um, that happens to me all the time. So that's just part of it. But at least for the foreseeable future, the near future, I see this being a go-to back exercise for me for a while. So I'm starting to feel a little better, actually. It's like my adrenaline's pumping, my blood's pumping. I do feel a little better now. So who knows? The drop set might actually happen.
All right, let's do our drop set. Okay, so I'm gonna stick. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna stick with my original plan of just doing, you know, 3 sets. Pretty. Since I'm only doing one exercise of biceps, I'll probably push it pretty close to failure each time. I might just hit failure each time. Who knows? Um, but then on that last set, I'll really get a good superset in, if you will, if you want to call it that. I'll do like 2 or 3 just consecutive drop sets, and like I said, that'll probably be it for biceps, you know. So, but yeah, let's just get this first set going. You know what? Let's have a little bit of fun today. I haven't went this heavy on biceps in a while, actually. You see this little knob, you can turn it, and it adds an extra 15 pounds of resistance. So this will be the heaviest I've gone on biceps in some months, actually. So that actually, I think I did like 14 reps, and I think that's actually the most amount of reps that I've done with it, being at 0, but all the way maxed out. So considering that, it's very weird. I would not expect that I feel this strong, but let's just go for it. I'll do 2 sets with this heavier weight that I haven't touched in a while, and then we'll finish the third one with that big massive drop set. You can always count on a fellow gym goer to notice when someone needs a spot from across the gym. That was coming up clutch, But that was actually
a little tougher than I was expecting. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. It's very weird. Like one set will feel easier than I thought it would. So then I'll up the weight a little bit, and that set would just kind of like lay that smack down on me, and it would feel tougher than I thought it would, just based off the previous set. That's been happening a lot. I am not a fan. I don't like it. I wish all of them were feeling easier. That means, I'm getting stronger and bigger, but that's just not how it works. So I'm gonna stick with this weight though. I kind of already made that mental commitment, so I'm gonna stick with it. I might only get like 7 or 8 reps on this next one, but I'll make up for it with the big drop set that I'm gonna do. So it'll be fine. Whew. Okay, let's do these drop sets. Honestly, I have no idea how this is gonna go. Just the goal is to just cause a lot of burning, a lot of good burning. All right, that's it for biceps. No more biceps today. I know it wasn't a lot, but I don't need a lot for that. I don't. So I'm kind of okay with it. So let's move on to, honestly, probably just do another variation of a lat pull down, as long as it's still open by the time I get over there. So, oh, what attachment do I want to use? Um, I think I'm gonna use a really wide one, the neutral grip wide one. little light, so let's go up and wait. I think if I do one more like that, and then kind of do one big superset like I did on the last set of biceps, I think I'll be good. Again, I haven't done a ton of volume or sets today, but I think it's just kind of what I need. So let's do that. Let's do one more. Then I'll do like 3 or 4 consecutive drop sets, and then we'll call it. Uh, All right. For being a quote unquote sick workout, I mean, it's actually been pretty good. I didn't do a lot, but what I did do, I feel like I pushed it about as far as I could, or about as far as I wanted to at least. for today. So, I mean, I feel, especially on those last sets of lat pull downs, I feel extremely pumped up. Yeah, I mean, my lats are pretty, and I did do one set of max rep pull ups. I didn't record it just because, but man, I'm extremely thirsty. Probably has something to do with being sick. But yeah, I'm kind of just trying to manage what I'm doing really the rest of the week until I start feeling better. Because I mean, if you think about it, when you're sick like this, your body is already in fight mode, trying to get better. So then, if you continue to go to the gym like I am, and you push it too far, I mean, you're asking your body a lot. You're asking a lot from it, and most of the time, it's not going to be able to keep up. So I feel like, I mean, how many did I do? I did like, I don't know, 10 sets of back, around 10, 9 or 10, and only 3 sets with a big superset at the end of biceps. So I mean, I didn't do a lot. I mean, especially when you compare it to what I normally do on back and biceps. So again, I feel like for what I did do, I got a pretty good workout. So let's just do some posing. You know what? Let's just call it there. I'm not gonna run through the whole gauntlet of my pose downs. I just don't feel like doing it today. And when you're sick, that's just kind of how it's gonna play out sometimes. My God, dude, my mouth is so dry. Holy shit. All right, I mean, I did what I could today. I don't know. I mean, stuff like this does eat at me a little bit because any bad day in the gym, and I shouldn't be like this, but I can let it affect my moods, let it affect the rest of my day because I don't know. Maybe I'm into it too much, but like I said, a bad session in the gym just like everything revolves around the gym for me. I'm that dedicated to it. So like when I'm sick like this, and it affects. Honestly, I don't even. Now that I sit here and think about it, I don't even necessarily know if it did affect my stuff today, because I hit a PR on the preacher curl machine, 14 reps with it maxed out. And then yesterday when I felt kind of sick, I hit a PR as well. So this might be one of those delayed effects where, I mean, yes, I don't feel great right now, but I'm still performing pretty good in the gym. But I might not feel the effects of being sick in the gym some days or even a week from now or something. It might be one of those scenarios. But anyways, I was trying to make a point with that, and it's gone. It's long gone now. So let's freaking forget it. Um, I'm gonna go get me a mass builder shake from here, protein shake, and then honestly, I hate to say it, I might be taking an extra rest day tomorrow. I might. If I had to choose any day to skip for the remainder of this week, it would be tomorrow, leg day, because on leg day I'm usually lifting the most weight, and I've noticed I need the most as much energy and the most mental focus that I can get. And when I come into the gym already sick, I'm already coming in here at a disadvantage. So, but then B, I've already hit legs once this week. So if I do skip tomorrow, it's not like I'm really missing. I'm not missing anything, or I'm not missing too much because I've already hit legs. So yeah, I mean, not ideal, but you just have to adjust with the cards that life hands you, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So yeah, so you guys might not see me tomorrow. I mean, but I feel like that's just the smartest thing to do at this point. Again, I'll wake up tomorrow and kind of see how I feel. If I feel better, I mean, fuck it, I'll come in and at least do a little bit of legs. But anyways, let's get out of here.